What is going on YouTube? So today we're going to be going over the best way to try to optimizing your battery efficiency. Now, obviously, first and foremost, much like Genshin Impact, much like Honkai Star Rail, you're going to be able to recharge your battery on Ether battery in this game, which is this little thing here, or your polychromes. Highly advise not using your polychromes unless you are an absolute freaking giga whale. Then by all means do it, keep the game going. But so your main priority on recharging is going to be your Ether battery, or just normally how majority of players are going to be doing this, and just let it recharge just overnight while you're sleeping. Get your dailies in, do all that stuff for the most part. So the best way, honestly, to fully get the batteries back while also having an increased effect is going to the coffee shop. Now, I did mention this in my daily free-to-play guide as to, being able to increase your level quicker and being able to get some free polychromes. Now, depending on which element you see here or what you want to be using, that is what is going to be increasing said effect. So like I said before, the black tea latte, you're going to be increasing your attack certification seal. So what exactly is that going to do? So let's go over to an attack unit right here, bottom left. You can see the attack icon, Ellen. So we go over to the skills. Oh my god, I'm such a dummy. No, it's not that. All right, so what is going to be done is you are going to be using them to increase the level of said characters. Now, ignore that whole previous little trying to find it part. I'm a little out of it. But you are going to be using each individual certification seal to increase levels of different characters. Like I said before, we have an attack character right here with Ellen, a stun character right here with Ambi. So in this case, it's going to be using stun, and a support character in Sukaku. That is what the primary goal of those individual certification seals are going to be used for. Now, you can also get lattes for the actual skill enhancement. Now, for this, let's go ahead and jump on over to the actual portion of it. So as you can see here, we have the different basic upgrade material selections. And depending on what difficulty and variation you want to use, you can use up to 20 to 100. You also have the routine cleanup for the disk drives, which is going to be very important when you want to use these. Think of these as your relics or your artifacts, for Genshin and for Honkai Star Rail. These are going to be used to increase the overall damage capability and just overall ability of your characters. And these is going to be a flat 60 battery use. Next up, you are going to have your core skill upgrade materials. Now, what are these going to be used for? Now, let's jump back over to our characters, go to our skills. This is going to be used to actually get these little letters here for your characters. So as you can see, I already have A and B for Ellen already completely locked up and ready to go. If I want to do C, I have to first get to level 35, and I have to get this material here. So we can see here the higher dimensional data murderous obituary. I only have 2, and I need 2 more to get that. So let's go ahead and teleport over to the expert challenge. And for this, as you can see, it is going to cost me 40 out of my 300, and depending, well, I can't really show that, but obviously different levels are going to grant, increased amount of rewards. The battery cost should still be the same, but you are going to be able to obtain these items to increase your overall capability of your characters and their skills. And as you can see, once you progress further in the game, there's going to be more and more different items to get. So as you can see, I have only done this one to increase my Ellen, but there's going to be different bosses to do as well. This is definitely something you want to focus on, but what should be your main priority? What should you be focused on when it comes to your battery usage? Well, first and foremost, you want to be focused on your level. That is the first thing you want to do. So the agent promotion, this should be your main priority right here, because this is first and foremost, this is what you need to be doing to increase your character's levels. After this, I would suggest to actually go over to the agent skill. Increase your unit's skill to increase their overall damage capability, their overall support. All of this is going to be ideal. So after this, I would say then jump on over to the core skill upgrade material. This is it's like a secondary level, think of that, in terms of increasing your character's overall damage capabilities. Then after this, I would say your primary focus actually should be the disk drive. Again, this adds increased, capabilities, stats, all that to your character. Depending on what character you want to do, you can go to that specific skill drive location and do all that. Use 60 battery. After this, honestly, probably the Wenjin modification. Now, I know the Wenjins are going to be good. They provide a lot of stats and they provide additional buffs and bonuses, but the individual characters should honestly just be the main priority. That's who you should be focusing on. After that, honestly, by all means, do whatever the frick you want to do. Hopefully that helps, for you to prioritize your characters and your battery usage. Now, typically what I like to do is I like to just go into at this current point, I like to go into the disk drive and try to get the specific disk drives I want to work on. See if I get a good roll. If I don't, then I go over to, let's go ahead and just jump on over here. Let's go to, where is it? The music store. So if I don't get something I like, I go over to the music store, I give it to Elfie right in here, and I dismantle it so I could possibly get a better roll item right here with the polar metal. That's what I personally like to do. You play your game however you want to play. I will see you all within the next video.